If at any point in this video I lose consciousness from heat exhaustion, you'll have to forgive me. It's 34 degrees Celsius currently. Joel and True everyone, and welcome back to Star Trek Online, the Gamma Quadrant arc, Deep Space Nine. Last time on Star Trek Online.
We have one fleet left, Admiral. That's hardly enough to defend the entire Dominion.
Admiral Quinn to Ops, what's happening?
So sorry for the quality.
It's the Herc!
And Kira, it's been too long.
We have brought the cure. You'll be able to live a normal life away from here. As for me, my time as Kai is coming to an end. Opaka is the Kai that Bajor needs now. I'll be Captain Kira the next time you see me.
The Dominion has asked the Alliance to send an expeditionary force into the outer reaches of their territory. The Herc aren't as numerous there, and we're hoping we can learn more about them while we render aid to the Dominion in that sector. Ambassador Odo will be accompanying us on his flagship, along with Captain Kira aboard the Defiant. I'll be commanding a modest Cardassian fleet as well. We'll start in the Dosi system. Our latest intelligence has discovered a Herc presence in that area. Meet us there at your earliest convenience.
Recently, when I've had the impulse, the sensation of needing to sneeze, 70% of the time, I attempt and fail. How do you fail to sneeze? Anyway, meeting you, you've got a fleet, Odo and Kira and all that. Got it.
Be seeing you.
Indeed. Oh god, because I couldn't sneeze, now I need to blow my fucking nose. Dosi system. Looks like we've got everyone already.
Thank you for joining us. As you can see, we can't even defend our stations from Herc attacks. It's going to take a joint Alliance and Dominion effort to stop them. We are currently at the edge of the Dosi system. Thankfully, the Herc aren't attacking the Dosi homeworld yet. They're starting to evacuate as a precaution, however.
Understood. To be honest, I don't think it's massively relevant who the Dosi are, so let's just get into it. We'll do what we can. Let's,
All ships, target the Herc and fire at will.
Launch fighters...
Victory is light!
And the Aquarius. Take us in. Looks like the fleet is... 3 ships, so more of a flotilla, really. Fire up! I got my window open. I hope my neighbors don't think there's a fire about. Bathe the Herc in drywall plasma. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Fantastic job, everyone. We only died once. With 1,600 people on this ship.
I can see you're a handy person to have around. And while I'd like to put this system far behind us, I believe we should find out what we can about the Herc and their reasons for being here. While we still can, of course. The Herc may decide to send more ships here.
I mean, I was under the impression the Herc didn't really employ strategy. They were just sort of attacking everything willy-nilly. But, yeah, I guess. Right, we're in orbit. Let's dock the Aquarius, get some repairs done, to bring back the fighters. We lost one squadron. What is that sound happening? Stop it. Scanning.
This planet appears to have been abandoned some time ago. No life signs detected. Sensors indicate an extensive network of defunct mines. I'm reading residual levels of dilithium, topoline, chemosite, and several components used in the production of Ketracel White. How curious. Of what use would this world be to the Herc? It's clearly of no value to the Dominion. Wait. I'm reading more Herc inbound.
It's of great value to the Herc as well, apparently. Battle stations. Launch
They're
fight,
going for the
relaunch
station.
fighters. Oh, Christ. All engines full astern, hard about. Relaunch the Aquarius. No respite for the
What are they after?
Starfleet. Who's to know, Captain? But congratulations
We
on
should scan the station once we're done with these Herc.
the promotion from civilian leader to captain of a Federation starship. We haven't got any swarmers happening. Do the Ravagers not spawn swarmers? And we're lost. Oh no, we've still got ARC shields. Sorry, no, starboard shields. Right, scratch that. They didn't really make any great effort. I'm starting to think that they really do have very little care for anything in terms of strategy. They're just throwing everything at everything. This is interesting lighting, but I don't love it. What's in the station that they want?
The station is a basic resource transport hub, not exceptionally old. No life signs on sensors. It looks abandoned. I'm picking up trace levels of mineral resources in several storage areas, but there's nothing of note here, unless the Herc are driven solely to consume an assortment of minerals. This is a very interesting place, in that it's completely uninteresting to everyone but the Herc.
Well, we are defending it for some reason. The Dominion values it. Or just the planet, and perhaps this station serves as just a foothold. I don't think the answers we're looking for are here. Why do I think that? Shouldn't we stay and just get some teams on the station, do some scanning about? But I don't know. I'll take Star Trek Online's prompt. Bring the small craft and auxiliaries back on board. Answer hail?
Don't go to warp just yet. We're picking up a distress signal over here. You should take a look.
I just docked fighters. Yep. Distress signal. We're analyzing it. Right, the captain analyzing a distress signal. We have no science officers or engineering officers.
Looks like it's a Ferengi signal
Ferengi?
of uncertain origin coming from the Karema system.
Karema?
I seem to recall Quark mentioning some business with the Karemans recently. This can't be a coincidence. We should look into this. Quark might have bitten off more than he can chew again.
Aren't they the Karema? And they're very important to the Dominion.
Is that really a good use of our time?
What?
The
It's
Karemans
Karema.
are very resourceful. They design a considerable number of weapons and defense systems.
Exactly
for the
why would we-
Dominion.
Exactly
I'm
why we should
confident
defend
they
them.
can deal with the Herc on their own. As for Quark, he's quite capable of getting himself out of trouble. Trouble, I might add, that he had no business getting into in the first place.
Ambassador, they sent a distress signal for some reason. We're obliged to answer.
I must say, Ambassador, I'm shocked. I know Quark's a gambler, but I never realized you were as well. Karema is a part of the Dominion,
An
and
important
an
part.
important one at that. Is losing their tactical and technological resources to the Herc wise?
Very well. Since I can see there's no talking you out of this, I'll accompany you to Karema. We're ready to go warp when you are. Let's get this over with.
By all means. Helm, set a course for the Karema homeworld. Engage. Keep weapons hot and deflectors at full. We're transwarping? Presumably that's actually the quantum slipstream drive, because our ships shouldn't have transwarp drive. Oh, that's a nice shot. I like this.
Where did all these ships come from?
Dominion shipyards.
And here we are, the Karema system. Let's find out what Quark needs, deal with it, and move on.
Where are those ships? Oh, there they are. Are they, like, they're just encircling the whole planet? Oh, and they're not doing anything. Things are being attacked. Nothing's happening. What?
Far be it for me to question the word of a founder, but that is a very large Dominion fleet I'm reading on sensors.
And a battle.
I only mention it because we were led to believe Odo's fleet was the last. I trust there's a reasonable explanation for this miscommunication.
Can you get out of my ass? Christ. Jesus. Gonna bruise my nacelles. Garak, the Dominion flagship is hailing us. Hey, Councillor, we're not on a first name or second name basis. We're not on a second name basis. Councillor, we're being hailed by the flagship. I'll take it. Presumably.
Your presence is not required here. Explain yourself.
Oh, we meet again. Founder, there's a battle going on. The people being attacked sent a distress signal. Your fleet's doing nothing. We're responding. What the fuck?
As are we. Kel'Inra is part of the Dominion. We are here to assist them, if they wish it.
If they wish it?
The Kel'Inrans are proud. If they wish to stand alone and deal with the Hurk, we will certainly accommodate them.
They sent a distress
Should they
signal.
decide to ask for aid, we will gladly assist them. The point may soon be moot, however. Kel'Inrans are known for their potent weapons and defense systems.
They sent a distress signal, and on the point of fleets?
Odo commands an expeditionary fleet. It is his to use in a mission to seek and destroy the Hurk as he sees fit. My fleet is a defense fleet. It seems the distinction was not made clear to you. How unfortunate.
All of this is very underhanded.
I will take responsibility for their actions in Karemen space. One of our operatives requires immediate extraction.
Operative Quark.
You're quite persistent, aren't you? Very well. In the spirit of our newfound pact with the Alliance, I will allow you to proceed, albeit at your own risk. Exercise caution, Odo. It would be tragic for you to come so far, only to end it all here over Kel'Inra.
There's 2 Dominion fleets here, and Karemen weapons. Why would he die here?
It seems we're not getting the whole story here.
Agreed.
So, business as usual.
I mean, obviously,
Exactly, Captain.
I have played this before. I know a vague outline of what's happening, but the intricate details were forgotten by me. God, they're being ravaged by the Ravagers. Eject plasma, call in the cavalry. Okay, where's the big ships? Target that Ravager. You're overshot. I wish I had piloting maneuvers. I've recently gotten very fond of those. Get your tractor beam off of my ship! Do not move me or stop me against my will. I swear to God, launch more fighters. Just running through them. I hope some of them are automated and not actually dead people now. Being swarmed. After shields are down. Stop moving me! Let's get in contact with those people that sent a distress signal, shall we? No response, Admiral. I'm trying all hailing frequencies, but I'm getting nothing in return. Keep trying, Viral.
My sensors are showing a broad band of
Captain.
interference in the area. It's jamming the standard Karemen hailing frequencies. Might I suggest giving them a new, more secure frequency to use for communications?
I'll send it over. Viral, I'm sure you've got one lying around. Right? Oh, I'm doing this, am I?
Hello? Can you hear me? We need help, and fast! Most of our planetary defense lines are in danger of being overrun by the Hurk. We tried to evacuate, but the Jem'Hadar fleet opened fire on our ships when they broke orbit. We're trapped!
Oh no! What the fuck?
Combat is notoriously chaotic. I'm sure there's a reasonable explanation for that. One best pursued after we find Quark and help the Karemans.
Well, there is an urgent situation right now, but we will get back to this.
I wonder. Ah, yes. We should try to find Quark soon. It's quite possible he's the only Ferengi on the planet. A deep-range sensor scan should locate him.
Logically. Who's the science officer? Satra, do a scan. Okay, Hiven did it. Okay, you can stop now. Okay. How the hell does Hiven sound? It took a few scans, but I found one Ferengi life sign, Admiral. It's surrounded by a handful of Karema, and a large number of Hurk. There's a lot of interference in that area, so we can't get a transporter lock on him at this time. Hail them.
Finally. I was beginning to wonder if anyone would come. It took you long enough. Is Garak with you? Found the package, so he better get here fast if he wants it in one piece. Running out of time here! The herd is closing in! Get me now! Poor Odo's right wrong whiz will finally come down!
We'll have boots on the ground in reinforcement of you soon, Quark. Stand by.
We need to get Quark out quickly, before he has an encounter with the Herc of the fatal variety. Let's go down together while Captain Kira and the Ambassador cover our ships in orbit. We'll have to beam down outside of Quark's location. I suggest bringing some pattern enhancers along. We may need them to beam out once we find him.
Logically. Veril, pack those. Just shove them in that back pocket of yours. Oh.
We're about as close to Quark's last known location as we can get with transporters. I'm afraid we'll have to make the rest of the journey the old-fashioned way. Shall we?
By all means.
Quark's life sign is near here. Let's try to find a way in.
What, you came alone? You couldn't beam down some other Cardassian troops? Anyway, I'm sure we can handle this. Come on. This is, the lighting feels a bit unnatural. It's sort of dusky, but I suppose it's not that unnatural. It's alright. I like it. There's a nice little outdoor mission.
How convenient. We've found a hidden path. Let's have a look.
You know... Oh, maybe... Oh, hold on. Maybe it is a sneaky path. Maybe it's not
Interesting.
just...
The metal in the walls here completely scatters my sensors.
And we've got some enemies. We don't need sensors to know that.
Ah, more hurt. Seems we're in the right place.
These are so far just the Transuli. The attendants. What are you where is it? Okay, it's gone. Talk to Garak. Now that we're inside...
My tricorder shows a Ferengi life sign beyond that rather secure door. Unfortunately, the Karemin security system is beyond me. Given time, I could crack it, but we're running low on that commodity. There are a number of Karemin life signs nearby, however. One of them might be able to help us reach Quark.
Agreed. Do I get a choice? Oh, I need to save all of them. Right. No splitting up for this one. I feel like this is too close to my face. Oh, there's a her. Ah! Stop it! What did I say about moving me against my will? Right, you want to help us with your security system? We kind of need it.
Thanks for the timely rescue. I don't suppose you'd be willing to turn a blind eye to all the contraband you've seen down here? It'd save me the trouble of shooting you later.
Hyper sprays? Bedding? Hyper sprays? I don't see any contraband. You didn't have to tell me there was contraband here.
Kidding. I was kidding. You know, humor. Do they have that on your planet? Anyway, you're clearly not Karemin police, so what brings you down here?
We have someone here. We need him. And your defense system is problematic. Help us.
Oh, Quark. Yeah, I know him.
Get on with it.
Big ears, splashy dresser. I hear he owns a moon.
He's
we
in
locked
danger.
him up in a secure room when the shooting started.
Oh.
Big spender like that should be kept safe.
Ah, okay.
Tell you what, help us out with all these nerks, gurks, and whatever you call them. Help us, and I'll help you. Deal?
Fantastic. Well, I suppose there's no harm. If he's already safe, all we're losing is time, and time is apparently something that we can afford to lose. How can you not have heard of Starfleet?
That'd be Quark, then. Only Ferengi around here that I know of, anyway. He's in a secure vault, not far from here, with another VIP. Look, I owe you my life, but I don't have the code to get to Quark.
I know.
There are others nearby.
I know.
One of them should have it.
I know.
Help them, and I'll make sure they open the door for you.
Shut up. Christ. Looks like I accidentally chose the right way to go. And these ones would have been, well, I guess I have to do them anyway.
The other Dominion ships just left the system. We're on our own.
Why?
The door's right there. I'll stay here while you save everyone.
Shut up. There she goes. Oh, you want to talk with me too?
Thought that was it. I was gonna get eaten by one of those things. Can't say I like that idea much, so, thanks, whoever you are.
Look at the badge.
You're not police or military, well, Kremen military anyway. What brought you down here to the middle of hell?
It doesn't matter.
Oh, him. Think I saw my brother and some of his men hustle the little grifter into a vault.
Grifter?
Monsters got in here. Good luck getting him out of there. Wait, that was rude. You just saved my life. Let me return the favor. One of my brother's people should be able to open the door for you. Find them, and you're all set.
Whoever was writing this episode was having a very good day.
Perhaps waiting here would be best.
Shut up.
The outer world is still
Yeah,
a
I get
mess.
it. You, open, now. Not you, open the door.
And here we all are, alive and kicking. Wonderful. We had a deal, and I'm not about to back out on it, especially since you're all so well-armed and cranky. Not the kind of people I want to cross.
How could the Herc have gotten in there?
Yeah, that can't be good. Door's open. You'd better get a move on. Your pal sounds a little stressed.
Did you lock Herc in there with him? Christ! Oh, Christ, you did! Oh my god, it's a big one. How did they get in here? We needed codes! The door was locked! They certainly didn't lock it behind them. Not a very secure vault after all, eh? Stop trying to stop going for my ankles! I don't have armor on my ankles. Right, these people are completely fine having disruptor bolts go straight through them. Park, are you dead?
It's good to see you too, Quark. I see your mission was a successful one as well.
Yes, Garak, I found your mysterious widget. What is it exactly? It's not Kremen tech. They found it a few days before I got here. I haven't had a lot of time to analyze it, thanks to the Herc.
I see. Thank you, Quark. This narrows things down considerably.
It does. Good. That makes it more valuable.
Indeed it does, my friend. Indeed it does.
Care to clue me in? First Minister.
Not the liberators I was expecting, but thank you nonetheless. I'm First Minister Bekelba. Our situation has gone from bad to worse, and we have the Dominion to thank for it.
Yeah, I got that. What exactly happened?
Those of us on the edge of the Dominion were abandoned when the invasion began. In light of that, we voted to secede, to truly stand alone. The Dominion stood by while the Herc attacked us. We held off the invasion for a while, but their numbers are great. When we asked for aid, the Dominion refused. When we tried to evacuate, their fleet opened fire. They mean to punish us for our defiance.
They couldn't spare the ships to defend an important Dominion world. They could, however, spare the ships to provide retribution to that world after they seceded for the lack of aid. Oh, bloody Dominion.
Well, First Minister, it looks like my distress call was heard. We're saved. Thank you.
Captain?
Looks like your reputation for getting things done is well deserved.
I'd surely hope so.
And as for you, Garak, you and I need to have a long discussion. Seems you forgot to mention that Karema was under a Dominion blockade and in the middle of a Herc invasion. Do Cardassians go senile? Oh, don't answer that. I don't want to know. What I do know is
You're not paying me enough for this aggravation.
Well, things do seem to have worked out, Quack. You're not Devex. Admiral, you'll need to set up the pattern enhancers in order for us to get a lock and beam everyone out from your location. Acknowledged, Devex Veril. Right. Just pull these out of my back pocket.
The Herc are leaving. For now.
Why? What? What? They've never left before. They've always stayed to be completely destroyed. What in God's name? Oh.
Good luck with the revolution, Minister. You'll need it. You'll be hearing from me soon, Garak.
I'm looking forward to it.
You won't when you see my bill.
Oh, this is such a... well...
Now that we're past that unpleasantness, I think it's time we had a chat with Ambassador Odo, particularly about this technological wonder we've acquired.
This is one of the best arcs, even just so far, that I've played. So, why are we here? What's the actual reason? What's that thing?
I have my suspicions, of
You don't
course.
know?
Suffice it to say, I believe you'll find its purpose of great interest to all concerned parties. My main curiosity lies in what the Ambassador will have to say about it. I propose we get to the bottom of this together.
Agreed. Let's get back to our ships.
Excellent. I'll make all of the necessary arrangements and meet you aboard Odo's flagship.
Giving him the home field advantage, so it's not that risky, this thing. Right. Energize. Oh. All Cardassian transporters this time.
What is this?
A coup! Hey, we're members of the Alliance.
Stand down, all of you.
Thank you.
To what do I owe this unexpected visit?
Answers.
I hope you'll forgive the intrusion, Ambassador. We need to speak in person.
What are you up to, Garak?
That's a very good question. What's this about exactly?
It's in regard to this device we found on Karema. Do you know what it is?
No idea. Some new Kareman military tech,
Get out of here, will you?
perhaps?
Interesting. But no. The Karemans didn't make this. But it is a Dominion creation.
And its purpose?
I'm sure I have no idea, Ambassador. It does emit a signal, however. It's quite similar to that used by the Herc. Perhaps I should turn it on and show you?
There's no need for that.
I don't like where this is going, Garak.
Nor I, Captain. You see, I found a similar device on Bajor.
On Bajor? When?
Right after the recent Herc attack, I'm afraid.
A false
Captain,
flag.
Scan the device. You'll find the soil residue on it is of Bajoran origin.
It does. It's from the Kendra province. Well, that doesn't mean that Odo...
Enough, Nerys. I can't have you defending me on this.
What?
Garak's right. These devices called the Herc, and we put them there.
Explain. Now.
We needed the Alliance's help immediately. There wasn't time for summits or diplomacy. So I found a high-value target and led the Herc to it. I also took steps to make sure their attack would fail. Bajor was never at risk. You have to understand that.
Could I have screenshotted that?
You put my entire planet at risk. People died, Odo.
Nerys!
Save it. I've heard enough.
Please continue, Odo. You were saying?
I did what I needed to do to bring the Alliance into the war. I lied. Risked the lives of millions to save billions more. But there's more to this than a staged Herc attack.
False flag.
The other founders are hiding things from me. If I challenge them now, I'll have no chance to find out what. So, for now, I have to play the part.
Well, you're doing a great job of that, Odo. Or should I say, Founder?
Trust me when I say I understand your position, Odo. The captain, on the other hand...
I know. I have a strong lead, but I'll need your help to move on it.
You know how to reach me. It seems you are a gambler, Odo, and a high-stakes one at that.
You have no idea.
Well, for better or for worse, we are in this war now. Why do I need to speak to... I don't want disruptors. Stop putting things in my slots. Oh god, there's a tribble. Oh god, there's a tribble. Get out of here.
It is not my place to question the will of the Founders. Your mind, however, is your own. Do with it as you will, but be warned. The Founders do not appreciate betrayal. If the Alliance withdraws from their pact with the Dominion, the consequences could be severe.
Well, regardless of how we entered into this, the Herc are something that need dealing with. Garak!
Quite the revelation, don't you think?
Indeed.
It will be interesting to see how the powers that be respond to all this. For now, I think it's best to keep this in the purview of the diplomats. Let's return to our ships. There'll be more time to speak about this matter later.
Indeed. What are you two on about?
I'm surprised to see you here, Weyoun. Aren't you usually at your Founder's side, hanging on her every word?
It is a message from said Founder that brings me here now. She would remind you of your purpose, to serve the Dominion as a whole.
How kind of you to deliver the message in person. Thank you for your service. As for my service, the Ambassador shares his wisdom and guidance with me. Truly, he is a most benevolent god. Why should I not serve him? He is a Founder, after all.
Serve the Founders, yes, but also serve them well. Do recall the fate of your predecessor. She thought she served the Founders well, quite possibly to the moment her unfortunate life came to its conclusion. As we both know, she was greatly mistaken.
The same could be said for your predecessor as well, dear Weyoun. Have you forgotten his sins? I know the Founders haven't.
This is a private conversation. Unless you're here on a matter of the utmost importance, I suggest you find someone else to speak with. Somewhere else.
Fascinating. Odo.
I need you to understand that Bajor was never at risk.
People died.
We took precautions. I made sure that my fleet was in position to neutralize the Herc in time.
Really? And Karama?
Karama was not my decision. Do you honestly think I'd take part in a plot to bring allies to our side, and then move to wipe out another group of allies? As I said to Garak, there is more to this than we know. I'm going to find out what and why. I hope you're inclined to join me when the time comes.
We'll see. There's a lot to consider. I would vote in favor of staying in this fight, though. But with a closer eye on our Dominion allies. Are you ready to return to the Laenara? We can head out at your word. By all means, Devex, I think we're done here. Energize.
Interesting, don't you think? The Founders are definitely up to something, and we all seem to have parts to play. I know Captain Kira is not happy with Odo, but I suspect that working with him will be our best option. Some advice? Don't speak with the Vorta or other Founders about our current situation, at least for now. I'll contact you when we're ready to act on Odo's plan.
Understood, Garak. I'll keep that in mind. Trader Comcode. Kiosk while on ground. Do I want this? I don't want anything else.
Be seeing you.
Fascinating. Well, with that diplomatic nightmare out of the way and just starting, thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please feel free to leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.